Welcome guys to another episode of ULTRAKILL. So today we're going to be doing some P-3 predictions, which is mostly just Prime Soul predictions. So I guess it's mostly just who's going to be the Prime Soul. So now let's get straight to the point. Who is not going to be a Prime Soul? Number one, angels, demons, and robots. And before anyone says, what about Lucifer Prime? I really said no demons. And Lucifer's an angel as well, a fallen angel. And we won't be fighting him because Hakita himself said no, we're not gonna fight Lucifer, we're just gonna fight probably Gabriel again. I mean, Gabriel is the only angel that I think we're gonna be fighting in the game. Not in the sense where like actual angels, like archangels. I've heard to mention it's archangels. Samael or Lucifer is not going to be in the game. We're not gonna fight him, even though it's cool. It'll be really cool, but no, it was never meant to be. Hello nerds. Anyhow, so can you die real quick? Thank you very much. Anyhow, so basically that's why. And angels, demons, and robots can't, more like machines, can't really go become Prime Souls, so that ruins Gabriel Prime and V2 Prime, which in a sense they shouldn't even be a Prime. V2 is eviscerated. Gabriel is no way even close to fraud or even a Prime. I mean, yeah, he could be if he was an angel, but at the same time, Gabriel is most likely going to become a fallen angel, and that's going to where everything ends in general, to be exact. So after that, I guess let's get straight to the actual points. So the first candidate that I doubt is going to be in it is probably Jesus Prime. Jesus Prime and Judas Prime are probably not gonna be in it. I mean, yeah, Judas fits, but I don't think he is gonna fit, because we're basing this off Dante's Inferno, and I haven't read Dante's Inferno, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Judas is in Dante's Inferno, nor is Jesus. I mean, Jesus broke the gates, and technically he shouldn't be in Dante's Inferno because he's in heaven and not in hell. Like, why would he be in hell in the first place? Like, come on, give like 2 seconds of thought. Give like 2 seconds and you realize, oh wait, Jesus is probably not gonna be there, and that's really about it. Like that's really about it to disprove Jesus is gonna be the top Prime Soul. I mean, yeah, it's a cool concept, but still, it's not gonna work. Like, we gotta think somewhat logically. I mean, it's Akira, but yeah, as I said, I mean, it's Akira. We should think logically, but we shouldn't think that logically, to be exact. So, also there's 2 more candidates that I don't think cannot and shouldn't even be considered Prime Souls, and that's Adam, Eve Prime, and Lilith Prime. Like come on guys. I mean, more like 3 because you know Adam, Eve, but I kind of miscalculated that. I have failed math. Okay, I'm very bad at math. So there's a major reason why they can't really be Prime Souls, because they're in heaven, and Lilith is not even confirmed to be in hell. Oh, I don't think she is confirmed in Dante's Inferno. Okay, so there's now, I guess, 3 candidates down, which is a bit awkward because I thought there would be more from the Bible, but to be exact, I don't think the Bible would even be a Prime Soul or even be mentioned. I mean, it is the Bible, it is mentioned, but I don't think it's that biblical in a sense, because humanity brought the end by themselves. So I guess that, and we're back. So I guess the next candidate I'm going to be mentioning is Midas Prime, and that is not likely. Now, of course, the previous 4 to 5 candidates I mentioned were from the biblical sense, you know, the Bible. But there's a reason why I didn't allow it, because, well, Jesus and Adam, Eve, and Lilith is probably in heaven. They're all in heaven, so I don't think they're supposed to be in hell. Those nerds are supposed to stay in heaven and kick ass, I guess. So the next thing is well, probably Prometheus. Wait, no, I was talking about Midas Prime. Why Midas Prime cannot work? Well, because, well, honestly, I don't think he's mentioned in Dante's Inferno. Now, of course, I've been mentioning the Dante's Inferno right now, And I should mention that we should use Dante's Inferno to predict the next Prime Soul, or how, you know, the other levels are going. And people say, yeah, that makes sense, and they literally go all the way to make the most radical things because Hakita. Do you think Hakita is that predictable? I don't think Hakita is that predictable, but let's be honest. He has used the predictability to, you know, destroy us in the face. I say laugh at us, and yeah, yes, backfired a bit. I mean, P-2 was kind of a difficult level, but I mean, what am I talking about? P-2 is not that difficult. Anyway, so basically, as I'm gonna say here, and I say here, Midas is not a king in fraud or treachery. I don't think there's anybody in treachery that is king, like, at all. So, and other than that, I'm gonna mention this. He to me is the embodiment of greed, and I don't think, you know, him becoming a Prime Soul makes sense. In a sense, you know, I mean, yeah, he's a king. He could be the king of fraud and stuff, but the reason why he get golden hands is because, you know, he was slightly greedy, and the tale was probably telling us not to be a greedy little bastard or nerd, whatever you call it. I don't know, man. Why did I use the normal railgun? I have no idea. That nerd did not deserve that disrespect. Anyway, so basically, Midas Prime cannot be candidate because of that reason. So, in a sense, no, he is not allowed to become a Prime Soul. The next one is pretty much one thing. I gotta call out one YouTuber here. You know, the irrelevant YouTuber with 100,000 subs, more than 10 times my size. Get Gron, this irrelevant YouTuber. You know him. This ULTRAKILL YouTuber who makes a video better quality. You totally should not subscribe. Like and subscribe to me, by the way. I thought they make quality content. Totally do not do bad commentary videos. I'm not getting off topic here. So he said he thinks Prometheus Prime is gonna be not Prometheus Prime. We can't spoil it. The Prometheus is gonna be the next Prime Soul, and I'm like, I don't think he can. There's like 3 reasons why. Like, one, he's kind of stuck in a mountain. I mean, you can say he's in hell, being tortured because of gods and stuff. But I don't think the god in ULTRAKILL. I mean, yeah, he probably will punish Prometheus for giving fire to humanity because of the fact that he hates humanity. But Prometheus is stuck on a mountain being eaten by the eagle. I mean, being eaten alive. His liver is getting destroyed by an eagle. So I don't think he can even be a Prime Soul because of that major reason. And second, he's a god. He's a titan. He is literally immortal. I don't think immortal beings can turn to Prime Souls, buddy. I don't think so. I mean, yeah, you could say, yeah, no, hell, you know, ULTRAKILL is his own universe. You could say that, but no, just no. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. I don't think he is supposed to be a Prime Soul. He's stuck on a mountain. He's immortal. He's a titan. That case closed. The end. No more. Did that not just fall down anyhow? So basically now I guess there's 2 more candidates that I think that are gonna be the next Prime Soul, and one of them is my personal favorite. Okay, number 1 is probably Chiquito Prime. Now hear me out. It'll be mad funny. Okay, it'll be mad funny. But of course it's not gonna happen because Akita's a nerd and he would never do something like that. He would never. I mean, unless it's P-3, then I can see that happening. Honestly, I can see that happening, and I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna call ULTRAKILL the top 10 best games known to mankind, and I'm gonna glaze that thing to the very end. Anyhow, so basically now I think the Prime Soul that is the most the Prime Soul is not I was gonna say Prometheus, but it's Odysseus. Alright, let me give my reason why. Number one, he's mentioned as the King of Fraud in Dante's Inferno. And basically, Dante, he is somewhat a fraud. He deceives people, he deceived the gods. He's not really favored in Dante's Inferno, basically. I mean, yeah, he's a deceiver. And that fits fraud, you know. He deceives people, he tricks people. And so I think he's gonna use some illusion magic, okay? That's a prediction, okay? Odysseus Prime is the next Prime Soul, like, you know, the guy who did the Odyssey and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. So I guess that's what I think. I mean, that's not much, because to be exact, I'm going with predictability, okay? I'm going with what Dante Inferno gave us, because honestly, that is our best bet to predict who is the next. Can you shut up? You nerd have been beeping a lot, just like that goddamn dog. How are you? How is the two of you? Do these nerds duplicate? Excuse me. Do they duplicate? Did they do mitosis? How? I want to learn that. I want to get 2 people. I want to get more slaves. I mean co-workers, interns. You know, have some more people help me around making videos. But okay, let's get straight to the point. Odysseus, King of Fraud, practically in Dante's Inferno, and fits fraud in general. Bang! Boom and bam, that's my prediction, and that's what I think it is. If you disagree, you're a nerd. I'm just kidding. You're not a nerd. If you disagree, you can disagree all you want. You want with me, because honestly, there's so much opinions on the internet that at this point, a lot of these nerds who always say, yeah, you're wrong. So I guess that's really about it. Well, Prime Soul. But now let's talk about like how we're gonna meet the Prime Soul. But I think there's one thing I should mention beforehand. I don't think we're gonna fight another flesh prison. You know, fight me if I'm wrong, because I don't think Hakita's gonna repeat the same pattern. Even though I talked about Hakita being very, very unpredictable with predictability, I think it's just stupid to have a flesh prison. I mean, it'd be fun if we fought a king of the fraud layer, and then we fought him again as a Prime Soul. Like, it'll be funny. I mean, it'll be difficult, but it'll be funny as hell. Okay, think about Hakita. Think about it. If like Kansas Road and he dies in like 1 hit, and then, well, and then I guess becomes a Prime Soul, and then he dies again because he's dead. Like, what the hell? You know, so that's about it. I guess I stretched this video too far. I mean, most of the videos is predicting the video. I know it's not really a P-3 prediction, but more like a Prime Soul prediction. I did pretty bad predictions and theories, because this is like, it's like 7 in the morning. Okay, I'm not in my freshest mind, and besides, I suck at commentary. It's been a long time since I did a commentary video. Alright, okay. So basically, I think that's my prediction. Odysseus Prime is the Prime Soul I'm going for. I guess, because Dante's Inferno. So that's about it. You know. So that's all for the video. Like and subscribe, nerds, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.